Hey y'all, this is Sergeant Dan with Palmetto Edge, and today I'm going to show you a piece of my collection. Let's see, I've done a collection video on my Spydercos, my Benchmade, sort of. I did kind of little, which is my favorite competition with those, but that showcased all my Benchmades. Did a live recently of all my Hinderers. Here's going to be my Microtechs, and let me just say, Microtech is probably my favorite production knife company. Absolutely love Microtechs. I'm trying to collect at least one of every single model. I'm a long ways away from being there, but I'm trying. So let me just start out with the two that got it all started for me. I actually got these both at the same time from Microtech through their service personnel program. What we have is a LEO version of the Ultratech. This one's got the Tanto blade, 204p steel. It's got the LEO marking on it there. This one has a blue show side and a black rear side, and I really like the idea behind that because as it's sitting in your pocket, that blue isn't showing, okay? I mean, you know, most of it shouldn't be showing anyway, but you don't have this flashy blue sticking out of your pocket. You got the subdued black, so I really like that. This was the knife that also kind of spurred me into kind of liking Tanto blade shapes a little more. Had it for over a year, you see, April of 2019, and that was when I got this, was April of 2019. So yeah, had it for over a year, still carry it just about every day. It's been a good one, and it's going to keep being a good one. Never had an issue with it. I take that back. I did have, at one point in time, I did have an issue with it not locking up while when deploying it. But that was an easy fix. Do what Microtech tells you. Blow it out, get your air compressor or a can of compressed air, blow it out, get some rim oil, soak it, let it drip, blow it out again, good to go. Next is the LUDT, which stands for Large Underwater Demolition Team. This one is also in 204p steel. This one is an out the side automatic, as you can see. Got it at the same time as that one. I think the date on this is, March of 2019, but I didn't get it until April. Really great kind of automatic EDC knife. This is kind of on the smaller side for out the side knives from Microtech, but it fits in the hand great. I've actually got reviews out for both of these if you want to go check those out. They're way back. They've been probably about a year ago now, but they've been done. And I don't carry this one near as much. This one tends to find its way in my pocket when I'm at home. I do carry it occasionally when I'm on duty at work, but not so much. And that's not saying it's a bad knife. There's other stuff that I prefer, but man, this is still a great option for an out the side automatic EDC knife if that's what you're interested in. Excuse me, got to get a sip. I might should have gone and got me another drink before I started this. I'm almost empty. Now I am empty. Let's see, what was next? What was my next one? I think it was this one. Well, how do I want to do this? We'll do... Heck, let's just do these next. So here's the UTX 70s that I have. This one is actually my wife's. This one's mine. I got super jealous over her UTX 70. These are just cool little knives. This one was a Blade HQ exclusive. Got the Jade G10 top on it. So this being the first UTX 70 I ever held, I went, wow, that thing is tiny, but it's still a great little blade. So anyway, this one's hers. 204p steel on this one too. That's another thing about Microtech. They have really, really turned me on to 204p. It's some great stuff. This one is my UTX 70, and I had to get this one because I love my Combat Troodon so much in this blade style, and I'll show, of course, it's here. I'll show it in a minute, but 204p steel on this one again too. But yeah, this one's mine. I tend to put this one in my pocket if I'm at home and got on like some basketball shorts, gym shorts, whatever you want to call them. Got on those kind of pants. This little thing goes in my pocket, and I at least one time during the day when it's in my pocket, I freak out and think I've lost it because it's so small and lightweight. Until I reach down and feel it again, and then I get to settle back down. But there they both are. Both of them are dagger style blades, but one has the full serrations on one side and one doesn't. Super easy to actuate these. Yeah, like I said, just a cool little... it's almost a combination between a fidget toy and a real knife. But I love them. I love the UTX 70s. Next up is the only UTX 85 in the collection so far, and this one's actually my wife's. I don't have a UTX 85 yet. I'm kind of wanting to get a bounty hunter one, but I hadn't pulled the trigger on it yet. But yeah, this one's my wife's. This was actually her first Microtech. This one was her second. She liked my Ultratech, but the Ultratech has, this one anyway, has a fairly strong spring in it that she couldn't do. And she liked it, but didn't like that about it. So I found her this UTX 85 here in a color that she likes. If it's teal, it's hers, y'all. In a color that she likes. And this one is just super, super easy to do. Significantly more easy than my Ultratech. As a matter of fact, it's easier than the UTX 70s here. I mean, that's just... I think I got an anomaly here for Microtech. This one is just so super easy to do. And as you can see from the pocket clip and the wear and tear on it, she actually carries it and uses it. Loves it. This one is actually an LMAX steel. What was the date on this one? February of 19. So, February of 19, LMAX steel on this one. Really, really great. People tend to, typically with OTFs, want to choose between the Ultratech and the UTX 85. You know, me personally, I prefer the size of the Ultratech over the UTX 85. But most people, that's why they go for the UTX 85 over the Ultratech, is because it's smaller. As a matter of fact, it's 85% the size of an Ultratech. That's where it gets its name from. But I still want one of my own, nonetheless, on that. Let's see what's next. Let's go ahead with one of the big boys here. This is my Combat Troodon. So yeah, as you can see what I was talking about with that. Got Big Daddy and Little Baby there. So 204p steel on this one too. This one's from November of 2019. Actually got myself this one for Christmas. Now you want to talk about not Ultratech, a Microtech that's in my pocket all the time. This one is, well, at least whenever I'm not at home. Doesn't matter if I'm at work or if I'm going out to run errands or whatever. This one is always, always, always in my pocket. I absolutely love this one. I've beat it to death, and it's still going strong. I have used this one actually to break some glass, break a car window. I didn't use it to cut the seatbelt in that one, but yeah, I have used this one to break some glass, so I can confirm that the glass breakers work on these. Just really great, big knife, okay, big knife on this one. You can see it compared to the Ultratech there. Big dude. So, yeah, this one is probably my favorite OTF that I have. It's my Combat Troodon here. Love this guy. Let's see. Next, how about this one? Got to get the halo in there. Comes with this Kydex sheath that has this carbon fiber kind of pattern to it. I'm almost positive that's not actual carbon fiber overlay. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not. But so yeah, it comes with this sheath, with this Tech Lock belt clip thing. I opted for the one without the safety, but bam, nice. This one's one of the signature series. This one is the black DLC Hellhound blade. I actually have 2 signature series halos. The other one's hanging out in the safe though. It's got the bronze DLC, blade and what's it called? Hardware, button, all that kind of stuff. Halos are single action. Let's see, this one is from April of 2019. I have not had it that long. I got this one sometime around October, November, maybe. But Halo 6, titanium charging handle. If you don't know how the difference between a double action and a single action OTF, double action, push the button out, blade goes out, pull it back, blade goes back. Single action, it's under constant forward momentum, spring pressure. So blade goes out, you push the button, nothing happens. So what you got to do is you got to hold that button down because that's the lock and pull that charging handle to charge it back in. Are single actions practical? No, but they sure are cool as crap, right? So this one's actually a user. I actually keep this one on my duty belt. So yeah, I got a user one and a Safe Queen one of these. Let's see, what do I want to hit next? What do I want to hit on next? Let's go for the Socom Elites. So this was my very first Socom Elite. Absolutely freaking wonderful. If you want a manual tactical folder, I would be willing to say that this is your best option. This is, like, in my opinion, the king of manual tactical folders. I mean, it's just, these are wonderful. Blade shape's great. Materials are great. Feels good in hand. One thing that people don't like about them, though, is that they are tipped down. But it doesn't bother me. Matter of fact, with these, I prefer tip down. So, yeah, no, I have seen people actually tap their aluminum over here and get it in a tip-up carry, but I don't like it. I will not do that with mine. So this was mine. My wife, another one of those knives that I got that my wife absolutely loved, and so I had to get her own. And I have to say, I'm actually a little bit jealous of this one too. So, if you've watched the channel enough, and of course she's got nastiness on the blade. I can't get her to clean her blades for nothing. I like purple. Purple's one of my favorite colors, and this is a real vibrant violet purple. Really like this one. Black blade on these. Oh, another thing to note about these two is they have this grippy textured stuff in here. This is not like skateboard tape like a lot of other Microtechs are. These are really more like that rubberized gun grip kind of stuff. So really great material in there to help you keep a good grip on these suckers. So there's those two. And then my most recent one of these Socoms is this automatic one in Merlot, carbon fiber. Yeah, this one's more of just a looker than a user. Not that it couldn't be a user, but that's just, excuse me, burping. means I don't have enough beer over here, right? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, this one's the Tanto Edge 204p steel. 204p steel on both of these other Socoms. I believe I know mine is. What's hers? 204p. So just great steel, guys. Tanto Edge on this one got that beautiful Merlot red. I really like this red on these. I like the looks of it with this carbon fiber. Like I said, this one's more for being a fancy looking one than a user, beater, tactical, whatever for me. Again, not saying that it couldn't be, but that's just, hard deployment on that thing. But that's just not its purpose in my collection. Let's see. Next, let's hit on my other two Ultratechs that I have. So, I got this one recently from a guy off Facebook. Brand new condition. This one's made to be kind of battle worn, okay, like the Bounty Hunters. What was the date on this one? July of 2016 on this one. It's the Molon Labe Ultratech. I was looking for it specifically in the Spartan blade style because it just fits that whole motif. Again, this is another one that's not really going to be much of a user. It's more of just a collection piece, one to look at, one to show off. Great action on this one too. I'm not sure what the steel is on these at the time. 2016, it might have been M390 or LMAX. I'm not really sure. It might even be on the box, and I don't know. But like I said, this one's not going to be a user anyway, so no big deal on that. And then this one is actually my wife's, and this one's not a user either. She doesn't want to carry it. She doesn't want to ruin it or anything like that. And I'm like, well, look, it's already all battle worn. Why don't you just go ahead and carry it? No. I made her this lanyard for it, big gaudy thing. But yeah, I made this for her. Found this bead. This actually glows in the dark. So all the white that you see exposed on it, you know, in the little face part and all the damage all over the helmet, all glows this really vibrant green. So, what's the date on this one? August 2019. The Bounty Hunter. Full serrated on this one. I think the steel on this one's probably 204p. Once again, it's not marked on the blade, but just given the time that this one came out, I would imagine it's 204p. But really cool design on these. If you haven't ever seen a Bounty Hunter, it's very Boba Fett reminiscent. Even got the Mythosaur Mandalorian emblem on it there. Just real cool design on these. She wanted the full serrated because it just kind of fits the whole motif and look of this one. So if she wanted it, that's what she got. Let's see, what next? Let's cover this little guy next. This is the Exoset, and this is one of the just standard first ones they came out with. I mean, not necessarily one of the first ones they came out with, because the serial number on this one's 2350. So this was the 2350th one they came out with, okay? But I'm talking about just the first style, first design. Now, these things now, they come in all kinds of colors. Black blades, regular blades. They just released them in a Tanto style blade. Real tempted to get one of those too. But the idea behind these is they are supposedly California legal. I thought that a double-edged blade couldn't be legal in California, but I could be wrong. But as far as the blade length, they are California legal. They're meant to be like a money clip, and I have used it as that for a lot. I don't really carry much cash nowadays because I spend it all on knives. I just don't carry cash much now, so I don't really carry this much anymore. But real easy to actuate. Just a cool little design. You know, this isn't, again, it's not something that's super practical, but it's just a company going, hey, look what we can make. How cool is this little thing? And that's essentially what this is, in my opinion. Just Microtech going, Is it a necessity? No, but it's cool, right? Yeah, you know. So there's that one. Let's see. Next, let's cover my manual DOC here. So if you didn't know, DOC stands for Death on Contact. This was a collaboration between Anthony Marfion and Mick Strider. This one is in Elmax steel. I bought this one off of a guy on Instagram. This one has more of the skateboard tape style inlays, really more sandpapery, rougher, you know. This one is like a subframe lock. I guess that's what, I know that's what Kershaw calls them, so that's what I'll call it too, is subframe lock. Very reminiscent of a Strider profile. Oh, ouch. While having Microtech tones to it too. The pocket clip on these are absolutely awful. I don't remember who it was that I watched the video of, but before I bought one, I wanted to see some reviews of it. And there was one guy that called this the FU clip, and I totally get that. He said it's like the rest of the knife is absolutely wonderful, feels great in hand, action is great, and then you grab it and you feel this pocket clip, and it's like, it's basically like Anthony Marfion and Mick Strider saying F you. And I totally get that and totally agree with it too. That clip is freaking awful. It looks good, it looks cool, it fits the design, but as far as function, it is freaking awful. So keep that in mind if you're interested in a DOC. Don't buy it if you got a problem with the pocket clip. Let's see what's next. I only have a few more left here. We'll go with my Sigil here. I got this Sigil just a couple months ago, actually, even though it's a June of 2017. I don't even know if you can see that, but June of 2017 manufacture date on this one. Got it brand new from Blade HQ. They still had one in stock. They had one that was full serrated and one that was partial serrated. I didn't have my own fully serrated knife, so I said, heck, I'll get this one. I like it. It's got the battle-worn DLC coating on the blade. It's DLC, but it's like it's worn a little, stone-washed. Just tan aluminum. Only complaint about this guy, really, is that it's hard to, like, you can't get the pocket clip off. I can't get the pocket clip off without taking the knife apart, because the screws for it are in there. And as you can see, I have already bent that pocket clip back a little, so it's ever so slightly bent. You can hear me tapping it onto the body. So, biggest complaint about this thing. Otherwise, though, it's a flipper. The action is great. Love that blade shape. Feels great in hand. So, yeah, this is one of the MK6 sigils. So, pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Can also flick it open if you want. Real smooth on this one. And I don't think it's running on bearings either. I want to think this one's on... I can't see. Maybe it is. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is on bearings. But either way, it doesn't matter what it's on. It's just so smooth. Let's see. Next will be... Which one is this? Yeah. Here comes one from the new run of Stitches. Absolutely love the Stitch, y'all. I just came out with a review on this one recently too. There is a reason why so many people like the Stitch. It is just freaking awesome. It is built like a tank, got an awesome blade shape, just smooth but hard and fast deployment on that thing. My only complaint about this one is that XHP steel. I have to be careful with it, treat it a little more gently because of the environment that I live in and the environment that I carry these in. It's tending to want to rust a little bit on me, get a few rust spots. And like I said, I keep the blade oiled and cleaned, but especially right up here near this Bastinelli What, Bastinelli? See, are these Bastinelli or are these Borka? These are Borka, right? Yeah, Borka blades. Right? Yeah. Yeah, because the iconic, the excuse me, the Karambit is the one that they did with Bastinelli. These are Borka. So up around the Borka blades emblem there, there's a spot that's really wanting to rust. I've got it cleaned and oiled right now, so I mean it's not, it's not an issue. Well, it is an issue, but it's nothing crazy. You know what I mean? But I liked the knife so much and wanted to not have to worry about the issues with the rust and stuff like that. So I bought another one in 204p steel because I love their 204p steel so much. So I actually haven't even carried this one yet. I bought it to essentially replace this one, but I'm still carrying the XHP one. But I've got one on backup for when I finally get tired of having to deal with the rust on this one. So got two of the exact same stitches, just in different steel. Let's see. Let me get my one fixed blade out here. So I wear a thigh rig, thigh holster at work, and now this one is attached to it too. Let me get the blade out. I recorded an unboxing of this one a couple weeks ago, and I don't think I've released it yet. So, at least not at the time I'm recording this video. But here's this one. This is a Microtech Crosshair. Microtech Crosshair. This one's in D2 steel. It's another thing that I like. It's got that plain edge and that serrated edge, but real heavy beater kind of, knife. Well, as you can see, it is. I bought it used off of a guy, and it's still going to keep being used. So no complaint with me as far as condition goes. If it was going to be a true collector's collection piece, whatever, I wouldn't have, I would have had issue with that. But it's not. I knew it was like this going into it. But yeah, it's going to keep being a user, so I don't mind it having scuffs and scratches and stuff like that on it. Like I said, bought this one from a guy off of Facebook, and it's going to keep getting used. Now, my most recent one, which is one that I've wanted for a long time, this Scarab here. I know I did an unboxing on this one and released it, but here is the Scarab that I got. It's a QD Scarab from July of 2009. This one's in S30V steel. I carry this one. I have used it. It's in pretty great shape. I wouldn't call it, super pristine or anything like that, but it's in used but loved, used but taken care of shape. So there it is. When I got it, this first little section of the skateboard tape here was coming off. Real easy fix. What I did is I just finished peeling it off. 3M makes some spray adhesive. Sprayed it with that. You let it sit for 30 seconds to start to really get tacky. Put it on, and it's going to be down there for a long time again now. Real easy to actuate this thing. I say that as I struggle. I mean, no more difficult than any of my others. This one has the tri-wing hardware, but yeah, definitely. I wasn't going to get a Scarab because they're supposedly coming back out with them, and people tend to want too much for them, in my opinion, or at least more than I was willing to pay, knowing that they're supposed to be coming back out with them again in the next year or so. But this guy was asking just a really fair price for it, and I said I can't pass up on that, and so I didn't, and so I got it. But there they are, guys. There's some of the Microtech collection. Let me get my favorite ones back out here again, or at least some of my favorite ones back out here again to show off. And yeah, like I said, Microtech is my easily my favorite production knife company. I haven't made the plunge into any Marfione Customs yet, but I got a feeling that's going to be coming eventually. So yeah, there they are, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for watching my collection videos. I know these are a little longer, a little more long-winded, maybe even a little more boring, but I have people that are interested in them, and I like doing them, so I'm going to do them. But yeah, thank you for watching. Go check out the rest of the channel, though. I have knife reviews, knife unboxings, all that kind of stuff. If you aren't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Go check out my Instagram. It's @PalmettaEdge. I've got a Patreon, too, patreon.com/PalmettaEdge. I got a Hinderer over there that I've done some modding on, little mod project on it, but that's for patrons only. So if you go subscribe over there on Patreon, you can watch that. Guys, again, thank y'all so much for watching. Y'all have a good one.